Hello and welcome. Happy Monday, March 25th for those of you who are watching on the replay. But no matter what time or day you're watching, it's perfect, it's divine. Please feel free to fast forward wherever you feel like you'd like to start the video. And either way, enjoy. And let's get into it. All right, so there we go. All right, let's do the things. Hi, Kat. How are you? It's great to see you on again. I remember you because I can't pronounce your name and I call you Kat. I love it. I'm so glad that you joined again. Hi, Amanda. I'm doing well. Yeah, thank you for that. I hope you are doing well as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome to anybody who is watching. Even if you're like out in the TikTok ethers and you're just like, what's this about? We doing readings tonight. And other things. Oh, you're doing well? Good. I'm glad. That's good to hear. Yeah, feel free to, thank you for liking the live. So please feel free to like the live and share it out so that we get out there into that TikTok metaverse and let the algorithm know that we're here. Hi, Sasha. So that's not my bag, my dear. I don't do pregnancy or fertility. Okay. Thank you for sharing the live, Kat. Yeah, of course, Patricia. We're going to get into it here in a minute, okay? Thank you for being here. So, what's up, everybody? My name is Angelica. I am a quantum healer, an ascended master healer, and an intuitive empath. And I am here. Part of I'm doing readings right now, but part of like one of the big missions that I have here is to like who out there feels like they're a healer or they're here to be like of service to humanity. Are you a healer, a psychic, a reader, a sensitive, an empath? You know, are there anybody out there? Yeah. If you're attracted to my lives or you're drawn in by like my energy at all, that typically you're going to be someone that wants to be of service. Like you resonate with terms like light worker or starseed. Those types of labels. Yeah. Absolutely. See? So I'm someone that is here as a master teacher. I teach the teachers. Does that make sense? Look at all the light workers. So I'm here as a teacher to the light workers to help you understand integrity, to help you hold space, to kind of help you navigate all of the different nuances and subtleties of all of the stuff out there. And it's not that I'm necessarily better than anybody else. It's more like that's just part of my mission here is to be a master teacher. Yeah, was literally deep in the hole of starseed and light worker types. And then your light popped up. I love it. So yeah, I'm doing readings today, but you'll see me transition more into like a group space where we're going to be really diving deep into, you can call it healing into our own personal development work, as well as teaching the teachers so that they can be of service. So I'm going to be transitioning more out of that as I move through this year. But that's kind of who I am and what I do. Yeah. I love it. So there's all of these light workers and star seeds, and I love it here. I love it. I love it. Did a galactic chart of myself and was really trying to see what I felt mostly connected with now. Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful, Amanda. So there's so many there's so many of us on here. Yeah, so that's my vibe, okay? But I am doing free and paid readings tonight, okay? Also, who here, of my star seeds, empaths, etc., who of you guys feel like you're in the middle of a spiritual awakening, and you're in the part of your spiritual awakening where you're like, ooh, I gotta heal this stuff. Like, this stuff is getting in the way. I have emotional baggage, right? I have these behaviors that aren't serving me. I have these limiting beliefs that aren't serving me. Yeah. So there's a lot of hands. I love it. Yeah. So there's a lot of you out there that resonate with that. I'll get into that in a minute, Antonio. Okay? Stick around. So I'm going to be doing a new process I've been recently certified in. Who here's has anybody here heard of shadow work? Right? Shadow work it's great. It's a great process, but we can also get into shadow work can bring up a lot of dense emotions. It can bring up a lot of gunk and stuff from the past that is kind of unnecessary. So this Friday, I'm going to be doing a demo with the metaphysical chick with this new, it's called superconscious recode. Superconscious recode process. Yeah, it is confusing, right? It can be totally confusing. And so you're drudging up the past, which can re-traumatize us. And in the midst of healing our wounds, we can end up re-traumatizing ourselves. So this new process, it blows shadow work out of the way. And I've done so many different processes, like shadow work, soul retrieval, Reiki, all these different healing modalities, and they're great. It's not to invalidate any of those processes, but this process, I've done a lot of processes, and this process is amazing. So I'm just going to be doing a demo this Friday, March 29th at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, so if anybody wants to watch that and see a demo of a whole new process that allows you to release stuck emotions, remove sabotaging and other dysfunctional behaviors, limiting beliefs, dysfunctional patterns or destructive patterns, in minutes, rather than having to go through lifetimes or even months and years of therapy and shadow work, join me. Yeah. So I just wanted to get that out of the way before we started readings, because that allows me to get to the people that I really want to actually work with. Okay. So I will be doing it live here on TikTok, and then I'll also be posting that live on my YouTube. So who's here for readings? Now that we've kind of what do you call it? How we've kind of got through the fluff and the other stuff. Yes, I love it. And so here's how it works. Is anybody new here tonight, or wherever you're at? So here's how it kind of works with me. So free readings, right? If you're here for a free reading and you'd like a free reading, welcome. I love you. I appreciate you for being here. Just comment with your name and a question. So we got a lot of new people. I love it. SJ, I see you. Is it Arnard? I see you. Yeah, so we got a lot of new people. So if you'd like a free reading, just comment with your name and a question. It could be yes or no. It can be a more in-depth question. It could be general, relationship, career, it could be health. It could go even deeper than that. Okay. And the way those work is just I go wherever I'm intuitively guided to go. Okay. So let me Let me do a thing here. So let's see, 9:20. Okay. I'm just taking down the time. So yes, yeah, just keep commenting with your name and a question, or just let me know if you're open, if you're, want a general, or you open, etc., etc., etc. And I don't do pregnancy or fertility readings because it's not my bag. Okay. I am doing paid readings tonight. I always do paid readings, girl. What you talking about? So here's my paid readings. That's perfect timing, Amanda. You right on it, girl. So paid readings. So my paid services and paid readings, right? I forgot to put it on the top of the card. So I just put it on the bottom. So in-depth readings are 33. Okay, chakra clearing and cord removal. I have quantum healing. I have mediumship, and I have multidimensional mediumship, which are all those are all the respective prices and exchanges for those. Okay, all the paid services, all the links to donate are in my profile. Okay, so Cash App, Venmo, PayPal are all there. And let me know in the comments once you donate, if you donate for a paid reading or other paid service. Because all of those people get on the list. Okay, I have a list here. Anybody that pays goes first. Otherwise, I just do free readings and we just vibe and we do the things and stuff. All right, so let's do the things. Ooh, interesting. So feel free to keep typing your questions so that I don't always have to like scroll back through the comments. And sometimes sometimes your comments get filtered as well. So if you don't see your comment, chances are I might not either. Courtney, I love it. Open for whatever. Okay, there's some really good ones that I'm feeling like drawn to. Okay, I love it. So just before we get into the things, I just want you to know I'm going to connect to the group energy. So I want you to know, even if I'm not reading for you specifically, if it resonates, take it. It's for you. Okay, if it resonates, it's a discernment thing, right? So if it resonates, take it. It's for you. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. Don't take it. No need to make life more complicated than it already is, or even confusing. Okay, so it's about discerning. Oh, is this message? Is this kind of resonating? Is it resonating a lot? Is it kind of? Take it. How does it apply to your life, etc. Okay, because it's probably a confirmation. That's how group energy works. Okay. What is the other thing I wanted to say? I should write this thing down because the other thing, I always want to say, okay, so I'm not here to take anybody's power. Okay, so you're asking questions and all the things, and it's great, it's good. We vibing, we doing the thing, right? At the same time, I'm not here to take your power away. I can tell you at the same time, I will tell you what I'm sensing, what I'm feeling, what's coming through as I'm interpreting it and as I'm translating it. I'm also human, so I could be mistranslating it. So just keep those things in mind. But I'm not here to take your power, even if you're asking a question. That is up to you, because you are the authority and the ultimate, you have ultimate authority over your life. That's your choice. Okay. Also know this is always for the highest and best good of all, individually and collectively. No harm is done ever. Ever, ever, ever. No energy is taken that is not freely given. And we always work within the highest alignment to divine will, your free will, as well as like universal law, sacred law, divine law. Okay? Okay. All right. Now, what's up? What's up? It's nice to see you all that after all this time, Devin. The group energy is it's there. There was wait. Courtney, are you still here? Courtney was open for whatever, which I love. Let me know if you're still here, Courtney. Oops. Yes. Okay. So you're open for whatever. So I'm just going to connect to you and your field and see what comes up. So just give me a moment to just connect and see what comes up. Okay. It's very interesting. So what I feel your guides kind of coming through and saying, relaying to me is like they're wanting to move you towards more happiness, more joy, because I feel like a very, very light-hearted feeling like in my heart. So like we're moving her towards this. We're guiding her towards this, right? This is where we're guiding her. At the same time, what's going to come up is like a lot of old shit that needs to be let go. That's no longer serving you. So like if I want to be happy and joyful, remembering like you can be that right here and right now. At the same time, what it can bring up is old emotions that have been stuck or unprocessed, or like emotional baggage, so to speak, that you haven't quite let go. And sometimes these things are like unconscious, like it kind of feels a little half and half. So it feels a little above, conscious, like I'm conscious of this stuff, and then it goes into the unconscious. So another cool thing that I'm able to read in the readings is like what your unconscious energy is doing and saying, and where those sabotaging or limiting beliefs and stuffs are doing. So it feels like you're kind of like not quite 50-50. You might have like 30% awareness of like, oh, there's some things like, yeah, I have like some unprocessed grief, or I feel like I just can't let this thing go. But underneath the surface, there is one of the things I get is resentment, and resentment's pretty heavy. It can weigh really heavily. It feels like it goes also rejection and betrayal. So there's some like really, I would say, some heavy, dense emotions that are kind of stuck, so to speak. And your guides are like, okay, we're guiding you towards more joyous interactions and different, just interactions with people, circumstances, etc. But like these things keep coming up because they're like, I can feel them in your emotional body. They're stuck. They're kind of like, they're unprocessed. Okay. And it's because they're mostly unconscious, is because is part of the main reason why. Okay. But I feel like we're going towards this, and then like something happens and you get stuck back into this like lower vibration. It's like, why can't I be happy? I just want to be happy. And here's the thing, you can be happy here and now. You don't need to change yourself to be happy. There's just some stuck emotional energy in your field, and I can feel it. It's kind of like it's creating loops, thought loops. I always like to say Fruit Loops, but it's creating thought loops. It's creating emotional loops. It's creating cycles. Okay. So I would absolutely invite you to watch this demo, because I'm telling you, like, this new process can really release those stuck emotions like that in minutes rather than months. But that's kind of what I feel coming through for you, my dear. Okay. And okay, so just to kind of add on the last little bit, what needs to happen, or what, again, is your choice. So be empowered in whatever you choose. Okay. It would be in the highest benefit of you to let go of these old emotions, because they're also attached to an old identity that is keeping you in a certain bandwidth of frequency. And so when you try to go towards what makes you happy, what makes you joyous, it's like a rubber band. It kind of snaps back. Okay. And if you just release those emotions, which is connected to that identity, and you release the whole identity, and let a new identity be formed, you're going to see changes, like really rapid changes. Does that make sense? That's kind of what comes through for you. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I wanted to see. Oh, okay. Amanda, I see you. 1 second. Let me know how that resonates, Courtney. You got lots of thought loops? Yeah. A lot of us do. Okay. And all I'm going to say is, like, I'm so excited to do this super conscious recode demonstration on Friday. And I would highly invite you to watch either live or the replay that's going to be on my YouTube channel. Okay. Because it's going to show you, like, how easy it is to release these things. You're in pain? Oh no. What's going on? You said a rib. Amanda, I'm going to write down your name. What are you looking for, Amanda? Multidimensional. Okay, got you. Never mind. All I had to do was scroll down. Okay, I'm going to swipe that. So, MM. I'm glad that helps, Courtney. Sending you all the loves, my dear. Oh, excuse me. Amanda, are you ready? So, for those of you who are looking for a free reading, please stick around. Do your thing. You can, I invite you to stick around. Amanda paid for a multi-dimensional mediumship reading. And so we're going to do that right now. Okay. It is okay if you screen record. I do record these as well, or everything on TikTok is recorded. So I do always put all of my all of my live streams on TikTok on my YouTube channel. Okay. So that'll be there for you to watch as well. Okay. Multidimensional mediumship. Sarah, no problem. Yeah, no problem, Sarah. I see you. All right, Amanda. So I'm just going to connect with you and your energy and just listen for a moment or two to see what comes through. Oh, that's very interesting. So, straight away, I didn't really even have to wait all that long. I see, feel, sense, hear all the things. I'm seeing like a bright yellow. So this is a little bit different from gold. Like it's literally saying like yellow. Okay. High, like straight down. I feel it coming through. This is a seraphim. seraphim angel. Okay. There are just kind of an overall sensing. There's going to be, you know, some messages. There's going to be a little bit of quantum restructuring if you're open for that, which is a little bit like, it's a little bit like quantum healing. We're working with your structure. So everybody has a structure, right? Like literally geometric structure. You know, it's instilled within your auric field, within your physical field, your emotional field, your mental field, etc. It's a whole structure. And so what we do when we restructure is we restructure parts of the structure now that may have been damaged, or may have overlays of like that are limiting you in ways that like it's not serving you. So we're gonna like restructure it. Does that make sense? So it's literally like if you were to draw like freehand sacred geometry, and then you were to say, oh, that's kind of like your circle kind of like overlaps there, and you don't have like quite a straight line right here. What we do is we help to reinforce the structure where it needs to be reinforced, and we bring a new structure in where the new structure needs to be. It's just what I'm hearing is geometric medicine. Okay, structure. So there's going to be a little bit of that. There's going to be some light language to help process that. But what I have is like seraphim right away. Very, very bright yellow, like almost pale yellow light. And on the edges, there's like a sunshine yellow, a little bit darker of a yellow, not super dark, but like, you know, a medium light, a medium dark or a medium light yellow, but very, very dark, a very, very light yellow. Okay. So to me, this feels like it comes in straight down, and it hits me in my solar plexus. So there's some restructuring around the solar plexus that is happening right now for you naturally in your journey. And as you are moving through time and space, this support wants to come in at this time because like massive transformation, you know, on the planet, right? There's like massive chaos. There's all these things happening. Everybody's going through this like massive transformation. And some people are like, I'm not budging. I'm not gonna do it. So this support is coming in at this time to help you in that massive transformation, especially as it pertains to solar plexus. I even get like very much with confidence, very much with self-esteem, especially with restructuring your identity. Because there are aspects of your identity that are not serving you. It doesn't necessarily mean that those, certain aspects have to die, but they can keep the lesson. They can keep the deliciousness, the lesson, the gems, the diamonds, the wisdom. And like they can release like the emotions. They can release the pain. They can release that shit because we don't need that. We don't need that stuff. We just need the wisdom. Okay? So this is kind of what's coming through with this energy. So there's a lot of restructuring happening. I don't know if you feel it. I feel it. So I'm just going to tune in. I'm going to tune in a little bit deeper and see what is coming through. So big, 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 big transformation of identity. Who you've been does not serve where you're going or who you're meant to be. So Amanda, I just want you to feel into that solar plexus. Lale, lalaha, laai, yanai, ha ale, amoye. This old way that you've done things, that you've perceived yourself as an identity, doesn't work. There's many elements of disempowerment, victim, being the victim, and even being addicted or attached, overly attached to being the victim. It is impossible to go where you want to go and where you know deep down you're meant to go and serve who you're meant to serve, keeping these structures in place. And those aspects of identity significantly impact and negatively affect self-esteem, self-worth, especially in the way of confidence. Feeling confident in, this is what I want to do, I can do it, I'm capable, I'm worthy, I am me. That's all I need to do and to be. Like very, very simple. So there's like all of these ideas of who I need to be running around in the mind. I need to be that person. I need to do this more like this person. The angel, the seraphim coming, no, you don't need to be anybody but who you are. You. Because we have the other peoples. We need you to be you. Because you are a specific puzzle piece that is very unique. And the people that you are meant to serve need your unique puzzle piece as it naturally is. Minus all of the bullshit or the belief systems, right? The BS. Minus the limiting beliefs or the belief systems, BS. So while this transmission is coming through, there is this angel, and all I see is light, really, helping to restructure the parts of your consciousness that need that at this time. Nothing more, nothing less, exactly what you need. Like I said, what they're saying is like geometric medicine. Sacred geometry in the form of medicine. Or medicine in the form of sacred geometry. If that makes sense. So what they're showing me now is like this, how this old identity with, with the victim, with the victim, the victimhood, the disempowered kind of aspects of self. They're showing me, one moment. They're showing me how it's misaligning you to certain timelines that you need to be on. I don't necessarily like the language, but I'm going to relay it how I hear it. Or that like you're meant to be on. Okay? So part of the medicine that's happening right now, because your super conscious or your higher self is doing all of the work. I'm just kind of facilitating here and there. So what is happening is there's a restructuring of your consciousness to help better align you, especially now that we're in the eclipse energy, like deep in it. And eclipse energy can be really, really supportive of like restructuring consciousness. It's especially in the way that I do it. So it's really interesting timing of all of this, but it's helping you to better align to the timelines that are going to support you in becoming the version of you that is the full embodiment and of service to those you need to be of service to. And then I hear, because the time is now. There's no more time to waste. This isn't to rush you or to make you feel like you're being rushed at all, but like it's like also at the same time, the time is now. There's no more time to like waste. The state of the world is proof of that. The state of human consciousness and all of the chaos and all of the stuff is proof that you're needed. And the fact that you feel it deep inside, that's all the proof you need. Like, yes, so there's these other things and other people that are waiting for you. But you feeling that deep inside and you knowing it deep inside, that is all the proof you need. Here's the thing though. Because of like all of the programming, like the limiting beliefs saying, oh, like I'm unworthy. Am I capable? I don't know. All of the mind fuckery that goes on, all of the stuff that gets in the way, it's creating distortions, right? It creates distortions in our field, distortions in our perception. And then it creates this type of thinking of like, what I have to say is invaluable. I'm not enough. I'm invisible. I don't want to be like, I'm afraid to be in the limelight or in the spotlight. I don't want to do that. That's scary. That's fearful. Like I might be a target for attack, etc. All of the things, right? All of the things that we tell ourselves, it's all programming. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all illusion. It's not real. It's not real. Okay? And so that's part of the restructuring that's happening in this connection. Especially in this little bubble of time that we're in, like with this eclipse, like this big eclipse that's happening right now. Because it's in Libra, it's creating balance, rebalancing, restructuring, recalibrating. Okay? There's a lot that's going to continue to unfold, because that's just that's the time we're in. Also, this connection here tonight is also acting as a catalyst to keep furthering you along that and to keep you in that momentum. Okay, they're talking to me about choices. They're like, girl, your choices. What are you choosing that is misaligned with the person that you want to be? What are you choosing every day? Because it's those micro choices that we make that make the biggest, most significant difference. Ever heard of the 80-20 rule? It's the little choices. They're referring to the 80-20 rule. These choices that we make every day that make up 80%, the 20% of our choices make up 80% of our results. Okay? And it's not like a hard and fast rule or anything like that, but it's called the 80-20 rule. So it's like, what choices are you making every day that is misaligning you? And to even restructure that sentence, what choices can you make from here on out that are going to align you to that version of yourself that you know is here to be of service? You have a very significant mission here, my dear. You know, what fears come up, right? What fears, what beliefs, you know, is it like, are there things that are like, I'm unworthy, I'm incapable, you know, like I'm nobody, like I got to be perfect. You know, what beliefs are there? So like, what does it bring up? And also at the same time, what choices can you make that are going to align you with the person that you know you're here to be and that you're meant to be? Okay? They're like choices. And it actually goes perfectly in alignment with that solar plexus, because solar plexus, at least to me, how I feel it, how I sense and feel energy, choices are like really coming from that solar plexus, because you make a choice, it flows up into your heart and then out through your hands into like whatever action, whether it's feminine action or masculine action, doesn't matter, it's action. Okay? Feminine action is nurturing, you know, nurturing and taking care and watering and that nurturing energy, nourishing those dreams. Masculine action is going out there and doing the things, taking the action, doing a live, doing a post, or like whatever other action, you know. So feminine is more like nourish or just be or sit with it. And masculine action is like, let's do it, let's go for it, let's boom, 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 you know, let's go for it. So it's like, what kind of action would align you at this moment? Okay. Or better yet, what I'm hearing is, what action you can ask in each moment. What action? Oh, what is it? What is it? I think the question can be somewhere along the lines of, what would the person that I'm becoming do now? What would the person I'm becoming do now? And sometimes that action is more feminine, again. Sometimes that action is more masculine. And this is a part of you understanding on a level of like how a human works and how to work your system more efficiently, taking aligned steps all the way, grounding, taking that inspiration and grounding it, taking that inspiration and grounding it, nurturing it, taking care of it, receiving that inspiration, grounding it, nurturing it, taking care of it. Not sure why that's coming in, but like that's what I'm hearing. I want to say one more thing before we disconnect. And it's just they just want to emphasize and reiterate what they've already said. The time is now. There's no more time to waste. You're being called. You know it. You feel it. That's the restlessness. That's part of the restlessness that you feel, and it's part of the frustration. Okay? It's part of the frustration, the restlessness that you're feeling. The time is now. So whether that's learning, being with a mentor, or whether that's starting your own thing, or whatever that is, the time is now. Whatever you feel inspired to do. But it's really time to like get focused in on you. Not what is everybody else doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you need to do? Because we can get easily distracted with, like with social media, and I want to be this person, and we get caught up in comparison and all of the BS, again, the programming, the BS. It's like, no, what is Amanda doing right now? What does Amanda need to do? What would benefit? What would my future self, what would future Amanda, be so grateful that you did right now in this moment? What would that future version of yourself say? Oh, this is what you need to do. Okay? And it's going to bring up a lot of other things. Okay? I get like trust and a little bit of insecurity and like feeling a little wobbly and I'm not sure, but that's part of the process of kind of building more and more confidence within, like feeling assured and knowing like you're a human. So it's kind of part of the package. Sometimes we just feel like, I'm not sure, is this the thing? And then we get the result or whatever, and it's just feedback, just information. Okay, what can I correct? What can I be more proactive about? It doesn't need to be personal. It's just structure. It's feedback. It's just information. Okay. But like they're coming in again. But the time is now. And the time to take action is like now. And it's time. Okay? And I feel like you already know, you're already feeling it. And this is just confirmation. Has elehas malahaya makuye emale hease kianati yase kiama yama yata esiama tu esi hasamayati ki ta lela mata mataku yasenata alea mateki ti aki anate hase kiase ta ha mata ta. and letting those codes land wherever they need to land for you, to inspire action that is aligned with that person, that version of you that you are becoming. It's just how you align to it is choice after choice, moment after moment, and learning through the process. It doesn't need to be serious. It can be fun and playful and invigorating and juicy. It doesn't need to be, you don't need to berate yourself or punish yourself or talk, harshly about yourself or judge and self-criticize or anything like that. You don't need to do all that bullshit. That's the old you. So whenever you catch yourself, whenever you feel yourself doing the thing that you used to do, I'm not that person anymore. That's not the person that I'm going to anymore. Okay? And I'm going to also recommend that you catch either the demonstration live that I'm going to be doing with the Superconscious Recode, or watching the whatchamacallit, the replay on my YouTube. Okay? Because I already know there's some things in here. Boom. We could release like that. And then it would be so much more easy, so much more effortless. And you don't have to drudge up all the stuff. We could just recode in minutes rather than taking months and months. Okay. As far as I don't know why I said that. As far as what? As far as confirmation, this is what you need to know. And these are the things you already know. They're just being reflected back to you in different words, in a different person. But I'm you, you're me, but hi. Okay? This energy feels so this angel is, I'm just going to say a little bit about that energy. Oh, here's what I didn't say before. You feel like an earth angel to me. People that have it was a boom, angel come in. Those type of people to me feel like earth angels. So you feel like an earth angel. You're here to really ground super high frequencies here. But you got to learn to ground, and you got to learn to do that with confidence and do that in a more, I guess, empowered. It's about remembering, right? Not necessarily learning, because we already know. It's just remembering. And to do that all with confidence and, however you feel called to express. Okay? Oh, but the angel, let's see, this seraphim angel, no name, you can give, feels actually more androgynous, so it doesn't feel it, I'd say tad more masculine, but feels pretty androgynous to me. Doesn't feel not really leaning towards a polarity as far as masculine or feminine. Maybe tad bit on the more masculine, but feels pretty androgynous. So yeah, very yellow color, pale, a pale yellow. And they feel like they're with you just for a specific phase, the span of time of becoming this new version, because it's really helping with your solar plexus and restructuring that solar plexus energy. Okay, and rebirthing that solar plexus. Not just the solar plexus, but like the different aspects that the solar plexus can bring in, which is like identity, individuality, choices, responsibility, those types of aspects that brings it in. So it's that is just part of a bigger, what do you call it? Initiation that's happening. So he/they are here to guide you and help you be your own best guide through this transformation, because it's a big one. It's very significant. He's here to see you through being that version of yourself, and then you won't need them anymore because his work will be complete. Okay? Or at least that's how it feels to me. He's disconnecting from me, so I'm going to disconnect. But he's very much in your field, very, very prominent in your field. Okay? So you can give him a name or refer to him by a color or whatever. He doesn't go by a name, but like you can give him a name. So like, you know what frequency to tune into when, when you want to connect. Okay? How does that, I'm going to let's see. I'm just going to go back. Okay, I just want to see where you were at, Amanda. Let me know how that all vibes, Amanda, and how that resonates. While I get a drink. So Amanda said, "Wow, that was so spot on. Thank you so much. I definitely needed to hear all of that." Yeah. It was all confirmation, which is really all readings are. But sometimes, we need that like in depth. And sometimes we need to hear it from another individual. So I'm glad that it was I'm glad to hear it resonated. Thank you for the roses, Sarah. That's my lucky number. Even if it stung a bit. Yeah. Been working on releasing the past. Yeah. Yeah, and that's okay because medicine doesn't always taste good, right? But it's there to help us. And sometimes we need that blunt truth, or like sometimes we need that like in your face thing to be like, okay, all right. So I'm glad that you were receptive. Yeah, it's been difficult, but I know it's part of a very big transformation for yourself, and that's also connected into all of humanity and all of the chaos and stuff that we're experiencing right now. So yeah, there's gonna be some bumpies. There's gonna be some bumpies there, but you already know. You're here. You know what you're here. You know that you're here to serve. And if the journey was easy, we wouldn't for the most part, we probably wouldn't be able to appreciate all of the different parts. So there's that. I always say that about when I give readings too. It's for confirmation. When is the live that I was mentioning? So it is this Friday, March 29th at 12 p.m. Okay? And that's Mountain Standard Time. So Mountain Time. And if anybody in here knows the metaphysical chick, Miroslava, I'm going to be demoing this process on her. I'm not on every night. I'm on most nights, but not every night. It kind of depends on how I feel. Does that make sense? Definitely feel that I'm here to help heal. Yeah, and everything you said so resonated. Yeah, it's time. You're ready. But like sometimes we need like the teachers or the mentors or the guides or the coaches to help like orient us into, help us, support us in becoming that version. Because like if you don't have a coach, it can really, you're going to learn it, and sometimes you're going to learn it the hard way, or it's going to take a lot longer. So like coaches are the best thing to get. It really is, because it's an investment in yourself, and you get to learn all of the stuff that they know in like half of the time. How do you know if you're supposed to be a leader or even lean into psychic abilities? To me, it's an inner feeling. So it'd be like an inner knowing, or an inner like feeling, or even like an inner vision that you get a lot. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you? It's wonderful for you to be here, my dear. So Sarah, I feel a lot of the things you said in Amanda's reading: lack of confidence, victimizing, imposter stuff. Yeah, it's all illusion. So you've been into mentorship, and I love where she's taking me, but I feel like I need someone more multi-faceted, multi-dimensional, multi-talented, multi-dimensional. Got you. I like it. Yeah, and sometimes mentors are there for, again, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Sometimes we have, a mentor is only meant to take us so far, and then we find the new mentor, and then, the process repeats. I don't have my chapstick. Yeah, I feel you on that, Amanda. Sometimes it feels like with that, you might, yeah, you're already feeling it. Like, it's like, it's time. It's time to find maybe someone new. Yeah. Okay. So let's do last call. We've just about approaching our hour mark. So let's do one more last call for free readings, paid readings, and any other paid services. Okay. So free readings, just comment with your name. Yeah. Comment with your name and a question, or if you're open, you can just comment with your name and open, or general, or love, or career, or health, or whatever kind of, that you want to tune into or receive confirmation. And then my paid services, again, are in-depth reading, right? Chakra clearing, quantum healing, mediumship, and multidimensional mediumship. I always feel like I don't put that the right way. Yeah, thank you for liking the live. Thank you for liking the live, because that helps the algorithm know that we're here. Oh, Jacqueline. My partner of 12 years just ended things. Will I find my soulmate after him? You're meant to. What I'm kind of getting for you, let me just tune in a little bit deeper. Okay, yeah. So what I feel for you, my dear, is so they're kind of taking me in a cycle. So part of this next little bit of a journey for you is more solo. Okay? And this is meant to purify you and your field, and also purify your perceptions, how you think of yourself, how you see the world. It's kind of meant to purify you of the distortions Because I feel like you're holding on to some of his distortions. And sometimes we can become enmeshed or entangled in a person that we think their shit is our shit, and we take their shit on as if it's our shit, but it's not. It's actually their shit. So that's what it feels it feels like a little bit to me. So this next little phase of your life feels like a purification, a rebirthing, which is gonna have a lot of like, the way I know how to say it best is like come to Jesus moments, really kind of realizing who you are, who you want to become, who you want to be, like, and really getting connected into that version of you. Okay? And so like your guides kind of come through, and like we know she wants to know about like the soulmate and the things, and are you going to find the things, but like what this process of being solo is going to do for you is reorient you to you. And that's a huge gift. And it's going to help you rediscover the love here. And that can sound so cliche and so whatever, but like for real, for real. for real. Okay? Like for real. Because there's a lot of things that need to like fall away. And it's like, so you're going through a rebirthing process. After that, that's going to take a while. That's going to take a while. After that, it really depends on how open